Welcome back, everybody, to Bagged and Boarded with your boy Pauly. I believe this is episode 7, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's episode 7, so we're going to go with that. Thanks for coming back and checking in with your boy here on, I'd like to say it's New Comic Day, Wednesday, July 19th, I believe it is. But it's actually Thursday, July 20th on the East Coast. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. Explain why in a minute. But here I am making a new comic book day video, and I got some pretty good pickups today, and I also have a lot of back issues to go through and show you guys because there was a sale at my local comic store, and of course, you know, your boy was there jumping on the sale. So we're going to jump right into it here on New Comic Book Day, July 19th. Yesterday was my sister's birthday, so I'm going to give my sister Sam a shout out, happy birthday. But here we go. Number 17, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers by Boom Studios, who I gotta tell you, they have become one of my favorite publishers lately. Next week, they're coming out with their new Power Rangers comic, including with this called Go Go Power Rangers. There's a lot of San Diego Comic-Con exclusives of that comic. Hopefully I can get my hands on those. But so far, here is number 17, and it's very awesome. All the Zords are there, and it's just very cool. This is a very good comic. I highly recommend that anybody who is a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you go out and read these. There are, I believe, at least 3 trades available. So go out and read this comic. It is seriously awesome, and the art is beautiful. And then moving on, I also got a variant of this comic today. Number 17, we have Red Ranger Jason Lee Scott and Goldar facing off in this awesome variant. Very happy and lucky I was able to get this at my local comic book store, but they hooked me up with variants, whatever they get in, and this one's very cool. I really love the art here, and it looks very epic. So those are those 2 pickups. And probably what many people feel is headlining this week is Secret Empire number 6, the current big event going on in the Marvel Universe, bringing everybody together, and you've got Vision, Scarlet Witch, and Thor all on the front cover, and very cool. Just a great story so far. Surprisingly enough, this comic was actually $4.99 when most of the other Secret Empires have been $3.99. I mean, yeah, only $3.99 to this point. But Marvel is probably the most expensive publisher out there right now, but still gonna grab them. This is number 6 of 10, and yeah. Very excited to see where this goes. I actually haven't been able to read anything today. I've been very busy trying to track a few things down. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Moving on, we have Miss Marvel number 20. Moving on up, Miss Marvel, definitely one of my favorite superheroes right now. She is awesome, and she has hit number 20, the big 20. So very excited to get into this and read her story for number 20. And then we have the all-new Guardians of the Galaxy, a very ominous cover for number 6 here. You've got all the Guardians being shown in the reflection of a claw of some sort. Not really sure who that is, but we'll find out in this issue, obviously. And yeah, I also got to mention how different Drax kind of looks in the comics as compared to the movie. The movie kind of makes him look a little bit more bluish green. This one's kind of a straight up green red. I think Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, and Groot are all kind of similar. Even Star-Lord looks a little bit different with the beard, but they can't all be complete spot on. But then we have Poe Dameron number 17 staying hot over there, and a very cool cover here showcasing the late Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia on the cover. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You are an absolute gem to the Star Wars and cinematic universe. And yeah, Poe Dameron number 17. So those are actually all the new comic books that I got this week. It wasn't a huge week, but overall it was still a good week. Any week of Power Rangers comes out as a week that I count as a really good week. So I also got a few back issues today. I'll get into my other back issues that I got during the sale in a minute, but today's back issues was the first one was Captain America number 241, featuring the Punisher and Captain America, powerless before the Punisher. This one looked really cool, and it was already bagged and boarded, so I'm kind of a sucker for that. And yeah, I love the old Captain America, and I especially love the old Frank Castle Punisher. So yeah, I definitely want to read this. I definitely want to see what's going on in this issue. But yeah, there's that. And then we're moving on to issues 1 through 3 of Zorro. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Legend of Zorro. Basically, just a masked rider, crime fighter, and pretty cool to find a number 1. I'm a sucker for first issues, first appearances, anything like that, even if it is just a number 1. And I was able to find 1 through 3 of Zorro. I'll definitely have to keep an eye out for those. But yeah, there's very cool pickups here, and they were all free at my local comic book store for purchasing more than $25 worth of stuff. So, moving on over, we have a lot of back issues to go through, but I'll try to go through them as quick as I can. I don't want to hold you guys up. I know you guys probably don't love hearing my voice for that long because I don't know. It sounds kind of weird on YouTube. I promise you I'm not as high-pitched as I sound on YouTube as I am in real life. Maybe I am. I heard you hear your voice deeper than it actually is, so who cares? Anyway, so this latest Friday, I was able to pick up a lot of back issues on sale. And as you can see, the top left here, these 4 comic books, you'll see Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. As I've been saying in my other videos, I have been so into Daredevil ever since I started watching the Netflix series and Matt Murdock and his adventures as Daredevil. They've got me pulled in, and I love all those comics and just really into the character now. So we'll stick to the top row here. The next 4 comic books that you can see across the top are issues 16, 17, 18, and 19 of Ghost Rider, and I'm not really sure which run this is, but it's definitely a later run of Ghost Rider, and very, very realistic artwork here, and very, very cool. I think out of the 4 that I was able to pick up, this one's my favorite. Seeing him on the bike. Pardon me, I just stepped on tape. It scared me. But yeah, this one, very cool. Seeing him on the bike with the chain looks totally badass. Yeah, I love Johnny Blaze. I love Ghost Rider. And that's why I scooped those already bagged and boarded. Don't forget to bag and board your comic books. Keep them safe. Allow future generations to enjoy our comic books in good condition. Moving on, we have some random ones over here, but nonetheless still good. On the left, you're going to see a Silver Surfer number 31, a giant-sized issue with Colossus' conclusion to the Kree-Skrull War, and overall, I love Silver Surfer, and that's pretty much why I picked that up. And then we also have a Star Wars Marvel Comics Group number 53. Just a random Star Wars comic. Don't normally see those in the dollar bin, so I said, why not? I'm going to scoop it up. And then finally, we have the Return of the Defenders Part 4 annual comic with Doctor Strange. And I love annuals. That's another thing that I guess I've never talked about before, but I love annuals. I love the big 64-page annuals. I feel like I'm getting a better bang for my buck, and I love reading them. They're cool stories. So we're going to loop back over to the left side, and we're going to take a look at the next 4 comic books here, and they are all Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Now, what I was looking for when I was going through these was I was looking for any comics that featured Yondu, and yes, that is the original Yondu. Very different from the Yondu in the movie, but nonetheless, I still think he's a badass. You can spot Yondu, I think, in all 4 of these. Maybe not in one of them, but there's Yondu right there with his showcased bow and arrow. Oh, this one does not have Yondu on the cover, I don't think, but I got this one because it was, in fact, an annual with the Guardians of the Galaxy in it. So, yeah. And then finally, we have Guardians number 9. Yondu right there for you. So that's pretty much why I picked those 4 up. And then we have a couple of Spider-Man. Spider-Man Unlimited number 3 and number 5. I picked these 2 up because they feature a couple of extra characters. The one on the left, you can obviously see that there is the Human Torch. And then on the right, you obviously see Dr. Octopus, who is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time. So, yeah, that's that. So we're going to keep moving on, and now we're going to hit up some of the variants that I was able to pick up that were on sale. And this is Civil War II #1. Basically, Civil War II, when they made a run of this, when they were making variants, they made a lot that were parodies, I guess, of old hip hop albums, and this was one of them, and I'm obsessed with these. I've been trying to get my hands on these. I haven't been able to find them. There is one of A-Force that looks like the NWA Straight Outta Compton album, which I also really want because you guys know how much I love A-Force. So there's that one. And then I was able to get Captain Marvel and the Carol Corps variant. Just love Captain Marvel. I love the Carol Corps. That was a very good I think it was like, gracious, maybe an 8-issue run. But it was very cool, and very cool variant here. And if it's on sale, it's going into my collection, no doubt. So speaking of A-Force, we're going to run down some single issues. I have the trades of the A-Force 2016 run. Excuse me. But I was able to find all of these in the dollar bin, and they were obviously very cheap. So, of course, I'm going to scoop them, get the chance to get some A-Force comics, and, yeah, there they are. Numbers 1 through 6. They're all very cool. They all got a lot going on in them. But number 1's probably my favorite, showcasing all of the characters like She-Hulk, Medusa, Dazzler, Captain Marvel, and such. So, very cool cover and very cool comic. This is probably going to be my Wednesday recommendation of the week. A-Force, go read it. It is awesome. A-Force. So, moving on to the last two comics that I picked up last Friday. We're moving right along here. These were actually new for last Wednesday. Last Wednesday was actually sort of a dead week for me. Only had one new comic from my collection last week, and that was Old Man Logan, number 26, going strong at number 26. Very ominous cover, mainly because if you guys have read the first run of Old Man Logan, you know the history he has with the Hulk clan, and so this probably doesn't bode too well for him, as you can see from the cover itself, but also from past stories. And then I also picked up Edge of Venomverse, number 2, which is highlighting Gwenpool, who is all wrapped up with the Venom. And, yeah, so she's got her little thing going on here. In all of her comics, she opens up with a little message to the reader, and here she is. And the symbiote, Venom symbiote, my God, I could not remember the name. But, yeah, could not find number 1. Still looking for number 1. I'll probably go on eBay and find a really cool variant or something like that. But, yeah, she's really funny. She just makes me laugh. I love Gwenpool. Hopefully tomorrow, or today, later today actually, I'll be able to get the 2 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, the Rock Candy and the Selfie Stick Gwenpool pops. And that's kind of why I'm staying up late right now, is because I'm waiting to see if Hot Topic opens up their online store to allow for sales, and also hopefully Barnes & Noble as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's going to do it today for my, I believe, episode 7. I'm sticking to my story. I think it's episode 7. But thank you guys for tuning in to this back issue-a-thon of comics. Remember, always support your local comic book store. Go and read comic books. It's a great hobby, great collecting opportunity to, get a lot in bulk for less of a price, and yeah, it allows you to connect better with the movies and all that. And I guess that's my PSA for the moment. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, if I get a good amount of pickups tomorrow, I might be able to fit in a video tomorrow. I've been promising you guys an extra video in between Wednesdays, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that just because of my hectic schedule, work, and whatnot. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, but if I don't, I will definitely see you next Wednesday on New Comic Book Day. Expect a big one next week, and hopefully expect a big episode tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys. Peace.